Okay, in this next section, I'm going to teach you about two very important fundamentals, your footwork and your guard. Now, I want to generally explain to you the estimated number of days this training will take to finish, looking at the minimum and maximum time frames involved for both a complete beginner and a more experienced boxer. Our teaching should focus on the fundamental skills of footwork and guard, and this should be accomplished within a range of 10 to 20 sessions. In other words, the training should not be shorter than 10 sessions, but it also should not extend beyond 20 sessions. Now, it also depends on the individual. If our boxer or athlete wants to practice for more than 20 sessions, that's perfectly fine. But we don't do less than 10 sessions so that the training is done properly. So, as we said, depending on their ability, the right foot goes back and slightly to the right. And as for our guard, we said we start with the rear hand in the back, the lead hand in front, and we position ourselves like the number 11 for our guard. We will now start the process of moving backward. It's important to understand that this action is performed while maintaining this specific guard. And the movement itself originates entirely from our feet, which we will begin to move with careful and precise steps. It is absolutely essential that when we are moving, we make absolutely certain not to change our guard or shift from our foundational stance for the purpose of our footwork. This is very important. When we stand in a natural posture with our feet shoulder width apart, our head is positioned directly in the center of our pelvis. This crucial principle of balance, keeping the head centered over the pelvis, must also be carefully maintained whenever we execute our footwork. What does that mean? It means that even when I spread my legs and take a guard stance, my head still needs to stay in the center. Your head shouldn't be positioned too far forward or tilted backward. It also shouldn't be leaning to the left or to the right. In other words, your head should remain centered directly above your pelvis. Let me show you what that looks like this. Like this. The muscles should be loose and relaxed. Only the hands should be raised for the guard. Why should the muscles be loose and relaxed? Because after footwork, the next steps in training involve learning how to throw strikes. To throw strikes, the muscles absolutely need to be loose and relaxed so that the strikes, weight transfer, and rotation are performed correctly and with quality. So it is crucial that we do not tense our muscles while doing our footwork, because unnecessary tension can slow our movements and waste valuable energy. Instead, with our muscles relaxed, we should only focus on keeping our guard held up properly. Now, something very important to understand here is that when we start doing footwork, based on our fundamental foot stance and positioning, and we take our guard, our pelvis absolutely needs to be balanced and aligned over both feet. If our pelvis is too far forward, that's a mistake. If it's too far back, that's also a mistake. So while moving, the pelvis should be aligned over both feet. The head should be positioned in the center of the pelvis.